Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your Genesis FC introductions. First, we're going to see the finest game to my right fighting on the blue corner. Weighing in 145 pounds, standing 5 foot long. Giving a 6'4" record on the line tonight. He's represented by a age range. Coming out from Linton Township, Michigan, Mathis. Introducing the fighter standing to my left, fighting out of the right corner. Weighing in at a rank 147 pounds, standing 5'9". Ladies and gentlemen, putting his very impressive 9-0 record on the line tonight. He's been at the legendary team of Mercy Lago, Atlantic City, Michigan,
All right, here we go. Door is about to close. Rob the Hooligan Taylor in charge. DeAndre Mathis in the blue trunks. Mario James in the white trunks with a blue star. And DeAndre, wily, wild, powerful, he's just like a Paris Boyd flashback. And he is his cousin.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Mario taking some shots right now, some of those wild blows.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, he
looks like he's sustaining it though.
Yep. But
maybe his game plan is to let him get worn out, but he just got slammed to the ground.
Yeah, you know, he's Paris Boyd's cousin, can you tell?
Yeah, looks very reminiscent, very Paris Boyd-esque type of fighting, wild, crazy, coming at you 110 miles an hour, doing a great job tonight against a very, very seasoned and excellent fighter coming out of Team Murcielago in Mario James.
Yeah, Mario James is definitely the more skilled and technical fighter, but at the end of the day, you still got to weather the storm and you still got to stop from getting punched in the face.
Triangle setup.
Yep, and it's deep, and he's got the leg. Nice defense.
Great, excellent, textbook. Triangle set up right now.
Yeah,
Mario stretching the arm, transitioning into an arm bar.
Yeah.
Looks deep. Ladies and gentlemen, if he gets out of this, I will be surprised.
He sure did.
But he did. And wow. I am surprised.
And
taking the back.
I don't know. He got out of the kitchen into the fire.
That's right. Out of the pan into the fire. Now he's in. Mounted on the back is Mario James. And right now just trying to defend off that RNC.
Yeah, Mario's crossing his ankles. If DeAndre knew what to do here, he would have a great counter submission, but he doesn't really know the moves. He's just a high-end athlete who can fight a lot. And,
oh yeah, and that choke is deep as John Holmes.
Very deep. Yeah, DeAndre's gonna be scrapping until the end. That's
but
just how he's wired.
There is no quit. There is no quit in DeAndre right now.
Nope. Yeah, DeAndre's definitely doing everything he can, but the problem is what he can enough to make this a fight in the long run that's going to be even.
Yeah, since we went on the ground, we've got 3 different submission attempts by Mario.
Yeah.
But a great defense so far in DeAndre.
Yeah. And DeAndre is a tough guy to try to mount because of how long he is.
Right.
And immediately to another submission attempt.
Keeping his chin down, doing a textbook RNC defense right now, doing a great job.
Yep. Yeah, DeAndre's doing really, really good defending, but even though he was winning the round standing up, this right now could end up costing him the round.
Right, exactly. I mean, it started off, he was definitely dominating this round until the last 45 seconds of it, and here we go into a transition.
Yeah, I'm not so sure how this round went, because all those submission attempts and back control, tricky fight, tricky fight.
Well, you know, it's a matter of how you judge it. You know, definitely by strikes, DeAndre has got the tip of the hat. Yep. But submission attempts, takedown, and going definitely to Mario James.
Yep, I'd have to agree with you for sure. Murcielago usually brings high-end fights, high-end fighters. to the cage, and Mario is one of those guys. He's undefeated for a reason,
well,
but DeAndre is so relentless.
Quite the lineage coming out of Team Murcielago. Of course, you know, the first camp training Rashad Evans, and has turned out some excellent pro and amateur fighters in the years since. Team Murcielago, ran by the legendary, you've seen him in the cage in the UFC, Joaquin Rodriguez.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're not a top-end program for no reason at all. They know how to run this, and they do a hell of a job doing it.
Yeah, you know, it's they've got a big name, but the camp that they train out of is just it's in this gnarly, you know, industrial complex downtown Lansing, in a not very good you know, part of town. But that's what it takes to turn these fighters out, and they do a great job at Team Murcielago.
Great place to find fighters too.
Here we go, beginning the second round. In the center of the cage right now is Mario James looking for some leg kicks. Yep,
and Mario is in the white trunks, got taken down again.
Not much of a takedown defense by Mario, pretty much at will is DeAndre taking him down and doing what he's got to do, which is usually ends up in some sort of submission attempt.
Yep, it sure is. Yeah, DeAndre just does not have enough submission skill to be able
great
to
takedown,
counter.
but what's he going to do once he gets down there? I guess that's the idea.
Yeah, he's in position to ground and pound, but when he ground and pounds, he leaves his arms out, he leaves his neck out, and that's what gets him in trouble.
But the ground and pound is effective right now. He's just trying to get that distance and get that separation to rain some of those bombs down.
Yeah, what he really wants to do to take away the submission defense is to find a way to pass that guard. That is the right thing to do. Even though I don't agree with his way of passing, the right thing to do is to pass the guard, because you can't submit as well out of half guard or out of even side mount. Well,
once again, to the advantage, you know, the advantage goes to Team Murcielago, because that's one of the things that they train is, you know, if you're in that guard, to know how to stay in it.
Yep, and he's doing a great job nullifying a lot of the striking, pushing that hand down for another triangle attempt.
Oh, classic. All he's got to do is pass that arm, which he's attempting to do right now, grab that leg, and transition into an arm bar.
Yeah, which is the right place to go. The arm bar is the place to go, but DeAndre is so slinky.
Oh, yeah.
And DeAndre should have stayed in half, should have stayed inside. Now he's on the bottom, which I don't know if this is really where he wants to be, giving up his back.
He's going for a classic schoolyard headlock. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's the problem. Problem comes back to training. DeAndre, athletic, strong, powerful, and everything else, but this is not a good position to be in.
I have no idea why he even took him to the ground.
I agree. And now he's fully mounted, and this is big-time trouble. And as I say that, he reverses the position. Athleticism, high end.
Thank you. Good strength, solid strength.
Mario's fishing up that arm again, looking for just another triangle. And
you know, the thing about the guys from Team Murcielago, you get them on the ground, you're not going to ground and pound them.
No,
because you're just going to try and survive the submission attempts.
Well, yeah. Oh, wow. There's some heavy shots, though. DeAndre landed some good shots, but he just cannot seem to sustain it enough to get a stoppage. And every single time he goes for something, he ends up giving up position. He needs to stand up. Oh, full mount.
Full mount right there by Paris Boyd Jr.
Short
DeAndre
time,
Mathis.
This will not be over. But
yeah, there's no way Mario's going to let this one go. And the end of the second round, you know, it's just epic. You know, these Genesis FC cards. Have we seen one fight end in the first round yet?
I don't think we've seen a single one yet. And it may be one.
How many times can we say that? We're, what, 8 fights in, 9 fights in, and no first round ends. Yeah, absolutely incredible for the amateur level.
Yeah, and you know, here's the deal. I know most fighters don't want to take these hard fights, but these are the fights that makes your pro career.
Oh, yeah.
Hard amateur fights, so that when you go pro, nothing is going to be a surprise for you.
Well, exactly, and nothing's really going to prepare you for going into the pro ranks, but if anything it's at this level of fighting at the amateur level, you know, because it does exponentially change once you go from the amateur level to the pro level. And I don't say that out of experience, but the experience that I can share is announcing at some of the pro events and sitting cage side like we are right now, and sitting that close and watching that level of fighting. It really gets you in tune for what you can see at that level.
Well, I can tell you, just for myself and the guys that I produced, that if you want a strong pro fighter, put him through hell as an amateur.
Thank you. Amen. Here we go, beginning of round 3. A flying Superman attempt, going nowhere, trading punches at the center of the cage right now.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. DeAndre just crashing an opponent that he is striking very effectively with.
I think his corner must have told him, stand up. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Nice looping right hand. Catches Mario on the chin.
Those wild shots, the same as Paris was throwing. And they're so elusive. These guys are tired, Phil.
You know, these very unorthodox strikes, but effective. But effective. They're landing.
Yes,
they're landing, Harley.
And they're heavy because he puts his whole body. Every shot is a potential knockout blow. And
he's a strong guy. Once again, a single leg, and it looked like a real feigned attempt at that single leg, but Mario just drops.
Yeah, Mario. If I'm going to say one thing about Mario that he needs before he even thinks about going pro, he's got to wrestle. He's got to have takedown defense. He cannot be a revolving door being taken down at 9-0. For him to be taken down that easily, that's not a good thing.
Right, exactly. He must be really depending on his submission attempts and successful attempts on the ground to win these fights. Because right now he's in trouble of marring a perfect record against a fighter that he probably should be.
Yeah, I'd say he's losing the fight, and I don't think he should. And it's all based on wild punching and crazy takedowns.
Very unorthodox fighter. You know, sometimes it's hard to fight against a guy like that because you don't really know. How do you defend, strikes like that? Rib shots up to a looping right, looping left, uppercuts coming at you, 10 every 5 seconds,
You don't see that in the gym either because the people in gym don't train like that.
Right.
So it is true. It is true. It's hard to prep for. And not only that, but DeAndre fights both southpaw and
I've seen that.
And yeah, he's just whatever floats your boat stands. Oh wow!
Mario taking shots right now, looking weak in the knees, coming back and throwing a rib kick.
Yeah, this is
Mario's does not look good at this point.
No, this is not a good place. He's gonna have to find a way to finish this fight. I do not see him winning this on the cards.
Look at DeAndre. He looks strong still.
Yes, he does. His kicks has shift in him, but he is going to have to find a way to close this fight because he's losing, man. I cannot say this enough. He's losing this fight.
He's got about 45 seconds to end this fight, or if it goes to the judges, he's going to lose this fight.
That would be how I have it. Obviously, I'm not keeping score of the lands, but takedowns, everything else, I have this going DeAndre's way. And it's a beatdown to finish the third.
End of the fight.
Wow, what a fight. DeAndre Mathis, if nothing else, fought and left everything in the cage. Win, lose, or draw, he left it all in there. If I was reffing, or if I was judging, I would definitely have it going his way.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two warriors have left it up to the judges. After 3 hard-fought rounds, these two warriors have left it in the hands of the judges once again. We have a unanimous decision of the winner, DeAndre. Genesis This is for a 4-man tournament for the 145-pound Genesis Championship. By bringing this fight tonight, DeAndre Mason into that tournament, and this is going to be his next opponent.